Go ahead, Yvette.
Grand Rising, beautiful people. I put a flyer out. My daughter is hosting an event during Fashion Week on September 12th in New York. If anybody is available or in town, I know we have Sherry out in Brooklawn, but if you guys want to come out, it is a free event, and one of her business partners, is introducing their new champagne collection. So
Uh-oh,
come
uh-oh.
on
Who's
out
her
if you
friend? Who's her
can.
friend, Yvette?
It's in the flyer. I sent it on the chat.
All right, I'll take a look at it because I know someone else here in Brooklyn who has a champagne brand, but I'll actually be in
God,
Paris. I'll be in
I need to get
Paris
my
on
stuff
the
out my
12th,
car so you can let me
Oh,
in.
Oh,
And I'm gonna
landing
get
on the
I'm gonna
12th.
cause the
So
ice out there.
okay. I did not want her to have an event without inviting you guys. So just know that you're welcome. It's a free event. It's from 6 to 9. Come on out, um, and have
girl,
fun.
you did the right thing, child. You did the
Uh,
right thing. We're gonna be all over New York Fashion Week. Me,
Awesome.
me and my interns, we're gonna be all, and not only that, but we can help promote this new product line they have because
Excellent.
we work with companies that that need, to have a little wine tastings and stuff like that during these types of events. So
Yes.
it's a great way to launch your product. So I will definitely share that information with
I don't see the flyer though. I just see what you
me,
wrote.
You
Well,
don't see the flyer? I put the flyer. I'll put it in the other group chat as
yeah.
well.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but yeah,
Telegram. Yeah, put it in Telegram.
yeah. Because
okay.
I
Mhm.
should
And it's a link too if you want to RSVP. I'll send that as well.
put
Thank
the
you.
link right here.
Yeah, yeah, put the link,
Okay.
and we'll tell them that you sent us.
Thank you.
Uh
Yes,
All
because
right. Have a blessed day, ladies. I'm looking forward to today's talk.
huh.
hey,
Oh,
welcome.
before I shut my mic off, I just want to give kudos to Sherry, who posted in our Telegram group also that conversation, that blog. If you guys didn't check it out, you do need to. I just listened to it this morning. John Bryant with a conversation with Van and Sheldon
Mm-hmm.
uh, about wealth, money, and wealth. Honey, everybody, and AI. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You definitely need to check that out. Thank you, Sherry, for posting that. I
We
will
are
share.
definitely in the middle of a big shift.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the middle of a big shift, and this shift is going to create the millions that people want to create it, if you lean into it. So yeah, that's very, very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I pulled our affirmation cards this morning, and it just starts with the words, "It is safe to look within." It says, as I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs, I see within myself a magnificent being, wise and beautiful. I love what I see in me. And the second one says, I let go of all negativity that rests in my body and mind. I realize that stress is only fear. I now release all fears. We ain't got time for that. Let me jump into our 5 minutes of gratitude. I'm so grateful for all we get to do together, um, as we move through all of the things that we are all doing, because we are all doing amazing things in the world. And it starts with the words, when you love what you have everything you need. Fill in the four blanks. One simple reason for being grateful for living where I live. A time when I felt I was in the right place at the right time. Something great about today that I may have overlooked yesterday. A little thing someone did that meant a lot to me. Every day I am grateful to grow, no matter how slowly. Take your time, take your time, take your time. It's no rush at all. So I'm going to jump into our deep breath of life daily inspiration for heart centered living. Um, this is for people living from our hearts like us. Today is August the 26th. Ooh, August is boogieing up out of here with the quickness. And it starts with the words see, forgive, see perfection. See perfection. It says, it is done unto you as you believe. Who said that? Jesus Christ. It is done unto you as you believe. So the question becomes, what do you believe? How do you believe? It is done unto you how you believe or as you believe. And it goes, Helen was a very nearsighted for many years. The moment she woke up each day, she would reach for her eyeglasses. She would take them off only when she closed her eyes to sleep. And she became very uncomfortable when she was required to be without them for even a short time. Then Helen read a book on metaphysics in which she learned that physical challenge stem from inner decisions we make. Vision, Helen read, is related to our willingness or resistance to see what is happening in our life. Helen decided she would test the theory and shift her attitude to see all things as perfect. Whenever she was tempted to see a situation as faulty or victimizing, she reminded herself, I see perfection. I see perfectly. Before long, Helen's vision began to improve, and eventually she threw away her glasses. The vision of perfection manifested in perfect vision. If you wear glasses, a powerful question to ask yourself: when I first began to need glasses, what was happening in my life that I did not want to see? Ooh, I was in the eighth grade. What was happening in the eighth grade, y'all? When I ask this in my seminars, I hear some profound answers. Many people began to wear glasses when their parents were getting divorced, or they were feeling abused by family or friends, or they faced a life trauma. I began to wear glasses when I was bullied by several boys in elementary school, and I felt unprotected. Mm. Our physical body is always sending messages about what is happening with our spirit. Just as we shut down our seeing or hearing when we don't want to see or hear what's happening in our physical world, we can restore our health by making a new decision to see and hear through God's eyes and ears. Your will for me is perfect health and happiness. I accept your gifts and magnify love. I see perfection as it is. So I decided just this morning or late last night as I was up that I would do a 3 day water fast. That I decided that I wanted to change my body on a metabolic level. I see it not as coincidence that this is what the reading says this morning. I believe that there is such a call on my life that health is absolutely wealth. And I have been working diligently to be at my healthiest. And food is definitely a thing. And I have come to a place where I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the same old stuff, the same old choices. So I'm like, okay, so what do I want to do with this food thing? So I quit it. So I said, I'm going to quit it. I'm going to quit it And I'm going to allow my body to re-evolve with food again. So the way I'm going to do that is with a water fast. So for the next couple of days, I'm removing all meat, all stuffs, all everything heavy, and just doing juice and smoothies and teas and water. And then as I start to lighten the load on my body by the end of the third day, I will move to just water only and just see what profoundly will happen. Um, and it's just so amazing to me that here we are in this book that was written in 19, I think it was 96. Let me look again. What is the copyright? 1997. 1997. This is our second time going through this book, or maybe the third, I think second. And on August 26th, it says what it says. Our physical body is always sending us messages about what is happening with our spirit. Just as we shut down on seeing or hearing when we don't want to see or hear what's happening in our physical world, we can restore our health by making a new decision to see and hear through God's eyes and ears. There is so much to be said when you begin to fast from things and the profound messages that come. I do believe that there is some clarity. Yes, clarity is number one, some clarity that will come from it. We worship in many ways, and we make covenant in many ways, and this body has to go with us in these decisions. So for me, I heard it loud and clear. Let's clear our minds, let's clear the body, let us get all the messages after everything that is coming up. You know, some stuff you still find yourself stuck in, making decisions about what you should do next. And the only answer is not outside of yourself. The only answer is inside of yourself. And that's what I'm saying to myself. So, how do I dig in and get the exact answers that I want? I have to stop and have to slow down. There's so many things that are happening all around, and you just, oh, do I go this way? This way. It's time to go back in. And I do believe this next 6 days of this journey, which will lead to the extended journey, will give me everything I need. So when you think about where your life is and where your life is going, what answers do you need? How do you intend to get them? When you are looking for the answers for your life, they are not outside of you. Even those people who are suffering from disease that they say is incurable. We know incurable means from the inside out. Thank you for the gift. You must tap all the way in to receive the answers that only you can answer. We ask questions of people all the time. What do you think about that? And what do you think about this? And the more you ask outside of yourself, the less the answers are clear. They are not clear. Your answers can only come from self reflection. And I do believe for myself at this big age, I just need to slow down to go fast. There's been so many opportunities open to me. And I'm saying, I can't do them all. I don't even want to do them all. And one of the things that happens to me is when people find out some of the gifts that have been bestowed upon me, they ask me to be a part of whatever it is that they are doing. And the thing about that is that that could be great. However, is it my calling? Is it the place that I should be? Sometimes we can find ourselves working really, really diligently and hard for someone else's cause and have forgotten that you have been installed with a cause. And if you are not careful, you can be snatched up into someone else's. And at this time and space in my life, I do not want to do that. I do not want to do that. Even as I sat in the conference over this weekend, and I listened to so many people, and I listened to some people who had similar ideas as me. And I thought, well, maybe I should just collaborate. And collaboration felt really good for 5 minutes. And then I thought, sometimes in collaboration, your vision is not fulfilled. Now your vision is shared. And depending on the amount of control there is, your vision may not be fulfilled at all. And I heard God say very loud in my ear, nope, you have to do it yourself. Do it yourself. Because the people that I was thinking about collaborating with, sometimes they can come off a little bit radical. I'm not a radical at all. I believe what I believe for the good of all people, but I'm not a radical. Yes, 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 Noreen. So I just decided to take this time to slow down, to go fast, to take it real slow and real easy and tap out, not tap in, tap out. Tap out before I tap back in. Tap out to really decide what it is that I want to bring to the world, how I want to evolve my brand. I have been bestowed many titles. What do they mean for my life? How do I develop them in my life? What can I do with them? I got to tap out to tap into me to get those answers. And sometimes we got to do that because we continually search outside of ourselves for the answers that will never come from outside of you. You have been preloaded, set up for all that you already know. That's already been predestined, preordained for you. You know, they say many are called, few are chosen, but the next part to that is few choose. You may be called and chosen, but have you chose to be chosen? See, you can be chosen, but that don't mean you choose to do the work of what you've been chosen to do. Have you choose? Have you chosen to be chosen? I know people who say, I know God want me to go over there, but I'm going over here. Don't always work out too well when they do that. Because usually what happens is they come right back to the thing that they were chosen to do. So is it important for us to decide if you have been chosen? Did you choose to do it? Or have you chosen to go in a different direction and find just your life all confused and in shambles, trying to determine why is this happening to me, Jonah in the whale? Where are you? What are you choosing to do? And if it doesn't feel right, are you in your calling? And the more uncomfortable life becomes, the more important it is for you to choose better, choose correctly, to choose the path that feels so right that it's right. You ever meet somebody and they have this impeccable brand? Their websites are good, their offerings are good, and everything looks like it's always been this way. But when you talk to them, they'll tell you that it wasn't. They'll tell you that there was a lot of hiccups along the way until they have found who it is that they need to see, they need to speak to, they need to talk to, who is the right person to help them to develop what they know. See, they already know it, what they should do, but sometimes to bring it to life, you may need some technical support for that. But before you get to the technical support, you need to know the direction. Someone said to me, you can do multiple businesses at one time, but determine what they are. Create yourself a plan. You can do them all, but you must have a execution plan. See, I feel like we come up with all these great ideas, but then there is no execution. There is plenty of self sabotage. There's plenty of I'm not good enough. There's plenty of I can't figure this out. There's plenty of I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination. There's plenty of imposter syndrome. Who do I think I am that I can bring this about? There's plenty of that. It is time to push past all of that. It is time to get to the days that money is not an issue. It's not an obstacle. It shouldn't be. It's just energy, and everything that we are doing is worthy of it. We are worthy to live in our dream homes, drive our dream cars, and serve our dream clients. It is time. It is time. It is time. So, whatever it is that you must do to lean in, to pray, to meditate, to journal, to determine, to read, to help you, pull out the things that help you. The journal prompts that have the answers that you have to answer that will help you to listen to your heart. Questions like, if money and time was not an obstacle, what would you do? And once you have the answer, what steps can you take to get yourself there? I met a girl who said, I'm hardly ever in the United States over this weekend. She does bunny therapy. She walks around with a see-through book bag that has a bunny in it, and she uses it to do bunny therapy with children and adults and all of that. And when she's not here, she's in Bali, Thailand, Dubai, Africa. She said, I'm that girl. I will skip out whenever. So I said, give me your phone number. Because I need to tea on how you doing that and you just helping bunnies. You just walking around with a bunny. I need the tea. Do I need to get a bunny? Is the bunny good luck or something? But people are living on their own terms. We can too. We just have to tap in to find the terms. I just know that I am so committed to living the life that I talk about. And I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to be about it. I want to live it. I don't want to say meet me in Greece on Friday and that can't happen until 2030. I want to say meet me in Greece on Friday in 2026. Meet me someplace. Somebody called and said, can I meet them in Orlando in October? I don't even know, but I said, yeah, I sure can. Orlando, you could walk there if you wanted to from here. You could drive there from here if you wanted to. So that's a start. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to maneuver my life so that I can be in Orlando in October for another conference. And I think that's part of it too. Keep exposing yourself to people who are living the life that you want to live. Keep exposing yourself by being around people who are doing big things. Keep exposing yourself to people who will stretch you. Keep exposing yourself to people who you said, whoa, they come from where I come from. What's the difference between them and me? Information. Leaning in to do the research to find out who got your money. Because somebody got it. One of the things that I heard at the conference was reach into your local level government. That there is a lot of money at the local level. This particular mayor that was speaking talked about the budget being a certain over like $100 million for just her town. That's the budget for her town. Has nothing to do with federals and grants and this and that from the federal level. She said at the city level, there is money there. So go to your city planning things, go to the things that the city is doing so that you can go find out these planning meetings for things that are about to happen. She's talking about in Atlanta, FIFA is coming I forget what year, 2026, 2027. I don't know, this big old soccer game that's coming. What could you have when they come that it could set you up for the rest of your life when these people come through your town? What do you have? Could you put on some event? Could you sell some product? What is it that you can put together? Go find all the conferences in your area. Find out what your city, not your state, what your city is doing. And how can you tap into the money at the city? She said, I have people that are doing things that if they would come and tell me, I probably could find them some money. And it put me in the mind of when Sherelle Parker was the city council and still my sister's friend. When she found out about the women's empowerment work that I was doing, she told me, go to my office and tell them to allow you to fill out the paperwork for the activities grant. And with the activities grant, they gave me $750 to put on more events for women. And we know how to stretch a dollar now. And I was able to do events over 3 months using that money to pay for food, to pay for the location, to pay for supplies for what I wanted to give them. Even if that means I took $50 and went to the dollar store and bought a bunch of books, pens, and journal books. So see what they have for you at the local level. We are looking big at the grants and things and loans and all that kind of stuff. And I think that we didn't know that we could check at the local level, that we can go and see our city council people, tell them what you want to offer. If you go to your city council person and you say, I work in a space where I want to help children you know, um, with ways to cope emotionally. They're like, oh, I'm sure some money for that. Or you may be able to go and work with some nonprofit that is doing that already. It doesn't mean you have to do it for free. It means that there could be some money, some set aside money to serve children who have this situation. Or maybe it's to help women who are going through domestic violence. Maybe you're to go in and give them some coping things to help them as they move through whatever it is. But whatever it is that your offerings are, start locally. It made me think about how many things, even right inside of Rice. Rice has Invest Atlanta in there and something else called Prosper Something Atlanta in there. I don't know these companies, but I saw them in the Russell Center. So I need to go talk to them and see what it is that they do and see if that's something that they can help me with. We have way more power than we even know. And it's so important for us to get on the levels where we belong. And as you move yourself to these levels, you continue to serve the kingdom. You serve the people that need us so bad. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Brandy said, I went to a community action center last night. It's so important to tap into these places because they really can direct you to where you want to go. Most of us that are here, I said we read from this book because we are heart-centered people. We are people living from our heart, and it is in our heart to serve. So how can we serve? And how can we serve now? And if you don't know, pull out your Chat GPT. And as you continue to work with ChatGPT gets to know you because you're constantly feeding it information. And the more information you feed it, when you ask it questions like, what are my blind spots? What can I execute now? And how can I implement this? Give me an execution plan right now. And when you ask for an execution plan, it kind of gives you a rollout for whatever it is that you want to do. For the women's empowerment, it gave me like a 2 week rollout plan for me to be able to create things that will lead to a $10,000 month. That's what I asked for. Knowing me as you know me, chat. What can I roll out that will give me a $10,000 month? Starting in September and forward. And it gave me a plan. It gave me a plan. So as I am working on this plan, I really want to be my healthiest. And so I also asked for the water fast plan. It gave me that too. And so ask for what you want, and it shall be given unto you. The quote today said, "It is done unto you as you believe." It is done unto you as you believe. I want to continue to grow, age backwards, not have aches, pains, whatever. I fell 2 years ago, and I find that my knee where I fell is bothering me. And I turned away walking, and it buckled. I said, now that's a thing we ain't got time for. So we need to lean back and see what's going on. So clearly there's some inflammation there. So I want the inflammation out. Any inflammation that's there is going to leave in this next 6 days. And something happens metabolically when you remove food too. All the sick mitochondrial cells get to go away. And the body goes into, it's called, I don't know, is it autophagia or something phagia, something. The word, I have to look it up and tell you. I'll tell you tomorrow. And it does what it needs to do in order to get rid of everything bad, whatever that might be. And I just know the levels that I want to serve. I don't have time for buckling knees. I'm busy. And I still got heels to wear, and we ain't doing that. Go ahead, Noreen.
Thank you, Dr. Darlaina. Every day is so amazing and so good. One couple of the things, like when you talked about the glasses, society ages people, right? That's society grooms people to wear glasses.
Yeah.
Right? And one of the things I say is society makes people sick, ages them, and then kills them. And then what's that? That's what the enemy does, right? Out to steal, kill, and destroy. But we have to again unlearn and relearn so that we don't fall into what society dictates. Yeah. And with the doing the fast, I did a master cleanse. It's the lemon juice mix for 10 days, and I gained so much clarity in just doing that fast. And like what you said with slowing down to go fast, one of the things, everything you're saying is in alignment with what I'm getting as well, right? To relax in the now. Like I've had that written on my wall, relax in the now, because as we go by the leading of the Spirit, we don't have to be stressed or overwhelmed, right? We just relax in the now. So like everything, it's just in divine order.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. And I love that. First of all, I love to hear you talk, so you could just talk with the accent, right? And just to hear that the same words that have been given to me is absolutely um divinely it's almost like a confirmation. Yes, Manya, yes, it's after after ketosis, it's another word that begins with the A that happens after ketosis. Ketosis happens in like day one. By the time you get to day two, it's something auto something phasia, something, something, something. And that's the body turning into itself to heal itself and take care of itself. So it's the next stage after that. Um, lemon water tank. So it's a couple of ways. I don't know that I will add anything to the water. I'm going to be doing water with just sea salt, and I will probably have unsweetened tea throughout that time as well. Um, and we're just gonna see how it goes. Just gonna see how it goes. There is nothing on my agenda that is strenuous that I must do. Because during that time, you should not be doing anything too strenuous. You can be in nature, you can go for a walk, you can do those types of things, but no strenuous exercise, no, a lot of running around. Like is really a time to slow down and go within. And that's really what I want for myself. I want to have pure, complete focus and direction. And sometimes including in that is also a fast from the outside world. Not allowing what somebody else is doing to infiltrate your thoughts. Because sometimes you see what somebody else is doing and you're thinking, I should be doing that, or I should have that too. So I don't want the comparison thing that happens to me sometimes. So I'm just gonna just leave it. I'm going to make sure I'm still going to do my postings and all of that. I'm looking to have my postings set on a planner where it auto posts so that I don't have to be on social media to do it. So that's part of what I'll be doing over this next 6 days as well, determining what platform I'm going to do that on, and then just really just get to it. Really just get to it. And, by the time we roll into September, going into the fall, that, yes, that's it. That's the word. Nona Carey found it. Autophagy, I don't know. It says when your body is under mild stress, such as exercise or extended fast, your cells respond by becoming more efficient. Yeah, that's the next stage. Yes, that's the word, Nona Carey. Look at you. Look at you. I love it. So that's what we want. We want our bodies and cells to be more efficient for this life. You know, it's a lot of years behind me, and I plan on having a lot in front of me too. So that's the plan and that's the goal. So see perfection. It is done unto you as you believe. So take that quote with you today. It is done unto you as you believe. So what do you believe for yourself? What do you believe for your life? What do you believe for your business? How are you going to move forward in whatever it is that you are focusing on to do? So with that being said, Dr. Long, will you please give us our blessing for this day?
Wow. I'm talking to my feet and legs. I'm telling them, don't be scared. You're okay. You can walk on into this new life.
Yes.
You don't be scared.
Yes.
Be like Medea. I ain't scared.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
So I'm talking to my feet and legs. You still on my body, so you're doing a good job. Just fix yourself up. I'm gonna do what I can do to help you,
Yes.
because a lot of times we do stuff to ourselves and we don't even realize it.
Yes.
And I know this machine that the Father put us in is self-healing. If we give it any kind of help
Yes.
at all. You skin yourself when you're a little kid. You didn't run to mama right away for the iodine. Your skin started healing itself. By the time you came to get some sympathy, you had a scab already. And mama said, yeah, well, you're fine. Go back out and play, All right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Well, you're blessed going in,
A blessed going in,
and you're blessed coming out,
blessed coming out,
and you're blessed in the city,
blessed in the
and
city.
you're blessed in the field, any
Blessed,
place you find yourself. Everything. Wait. Blessed in the city, blessed in the field. Come on, everybody, help me. I'm lost.
everything is in divine order.
Yeah, that's
Praise
right.
God.
Everything's in divine order.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
always in the right place at
Place
the
at the
right
right time
time.
with the right people. We got to divine order too fast. We're always in the right place at
Always
the right time
right
with
time,
the right people
right people,
doing the right thing.
doing the right
Now,
thing
here's the part, for the right reasons.
for the right reason.
That's why everything's in divine order.
You too.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed,
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
expand our territory,
Expand our territory.
extend an open hand of favor to us
Extend an open hand of favor to us
that we may do no harm.
that we may do no harm.
And we let go and let God.
And we let go and let God
Then go with the flow
go with the flow
and let the blessings and the money roll in.
and let the blessings and the money roll in
Here it comes from the north, south, east, and west,
from the north, south, east, and west,
from above and beneath,
above and beneath,
from known and unknown sources.
from known and unknown sources.
Tell us about our money.
We have supernatural unlimited money sowing supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and give out of God's overabundance, so we never run out.
Never run out.
We always have more than enough.
Always have more.
More than enough to do anything our heart desires.
Yeah.
More than enough to do anything that God puts on our hearts to do for others. That's the Darlaina Rose Foundation, y'all.
Absolutely.
We have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep. And that keeping money, divide that up and put it in the ground again, and that's your next crop, huh?
Absolutely.
And we have the wonderful bank. Our bank is
Heaven.
heaven, and we're the branches. We're the branch banks. Hey, okay, look at yourself in the mirror. Hi, branch bank.
Yes, yes, and yes. There's so much gratitude in all that we are getting to do in this time and space, and we just have to believe bigger for ourselves. Believe that God has given you this vision, and it is for you to lean into and fulfill. And sometimes we look so much outside of ourselves for answers that are already within us. And if you haven't gotten anything from me today, that is the message to go slow to go fast. Tap back in to yourself. There are no answers outside of yourselves. The answer is already within you. Whatever it is that you should do next is already with you. So maybe it is the time for us to take a step and
Slow down to speed up.
answer the questions again. If time and money was not an issue, what would you do? Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have an amazing day on purpose. I'll talk to you soon.
Slow down to speed